So we're going to move on to our very last honey today. This honey, again, is very special. As we are looking at it, there's a real similar color to a lot of the honeys we just tasted.
Yeah, real close to number 3, although maybe a little darker, but not as dark as 4.
Not as dark as 4, but a little darker than 3. And between these last two, as far as flavor complexities go, it was kind of a toss-up. I wanted both at the end to represent a more complex flavor. Again, it's really thick. The honey is naturally creamed, so you're not seeing through it. It's not transparent and liquid textured. Exactly. Any scents that you're picking up, Mom?
Not as distinct as 4.
We're just gonna move past the smells on these honeys today. For this last honey, we're gonna give it a taste here and just give thanks for all the bees that worked so hard for these honeys today. It's really different from 3, even though the colors were similar. The creamy texture again in 3 was very, almost had like a bit of a rubberiness to it, where it just stayed in a ball in your mouth and didn't really like spread out. This one is more similar to 4, where it melts nicely in the mouth. Are you getting a little grain?
Yes, a little bit. And a very distinct flavor. And I wish I could describe it. It's definitely something I've had before. I mean, but not in honey.
So the last honey you described as a footpath. The one before that, we were going to the prairie. This one, I think we're going into the woods. I think we're going right into the woods, maybe to the tops of the really big trees that are blooming, things like that, where these bees are not just mixing with flowers in a field, where they're getting a lot of the minerality from trees and from resin and from that propolis, which I just talked about. So this honey was made specifically with a propolis extract mixed into the raw honey. So that propolis extract is condensing the potency of the propolis medicine, making it super potent and really, really medicinal, and then mixing that into the already raw honey, which is going to have a portion of a small percentage of that propolis in the honey, but then that added benefit of the propolis extract on top. So it's making this honey so medicinal, just the medicine of medicines. Mommy, you got a word for me?
That could be it, actually.
Medicinal.
Yeah.
More medicinal.
Yeah.
Still sweet, almost like an apple. Like just a bright, fresh fruit. But then kind of paired with this like woody, medicinal flavor as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. So this honey is from Boulder as well, Bjorn's Colorado honey. Their family is originally from Sweden, where the beekeeper who is currently working here, his father was the one to come up with this propolis recipe, adding that extra benefit to the already medicinal honey, giving it that deeper flavor, that higher complexity. And this is recommended to take to keep your immunity up. I think the jar itself says, eat 3 teaspoons daily during a cold. 1 teaspoon a day helps to keep a balanced immune system. And then it also has the added benefit of applying inside of a bandage for rapid natural healing of wounds. So as we're talking about our internal health, we can also come back and remember that honey is awesome for the skin and for any external wounds. So any of the honeys we use today have a medicinal content to it, where if you have a bee sting or a cut and you put a little honey under your bandage, it's going to help that wound heal so much faster, probably with less scarring and definitely with less infection. So all sorts of really awesome magic that these bees produce, and I'm so excited that I got to share it with you with my mama today.
You just love her.
So thank you so much for joining us for this honey tasting, and if you want to conduct your own honey tasting, now you've got a little bit of the groundwork for what that involves and how you can make it a really fun and educational experience for all your participants. So thank you, Mom, for participating with us.
It was my sweet pleasure, honey.